In 1206, a man controlled nothing but a small tribe of nomads in the frozen steppes of Mongolia. 25 years later, his empire stretched from Korea to Hungary. He controlled 24 million square kilometers, 17% of the entire world. His armies moved faster than any force in history and killed an estimated 40 million people. Yet he also created the first international postal system, guaranteed religious freedom, and made it safe for a woman to travel alone across 2 continents carrying gold. This is how Genghis Khan built the largest land empire in human history and why his strategies still terrify military experts today. Segment 1. From outcast to emperor. Genghis Khan wasn't born a conqueror. His birth name was Temujin, and his childhood was a nightmare. When he was 9 years old, rival tribes poisoned his father. His own tribe abandoned his family in the wilderness to starve. Temujin's mother kept him alive by digging for roots and catching fish with her bare hands. By age 20, Temujin had been enslaved, escaped, and started building alliances. He had one revolutionary rule: loyalty mattered more than bloodline. If you were skilled and loyal, Temujin didn't care if you were a former enemy or a slave. This was radical. Every other society promoted based on family connections. In 1206, the Mongol tribes united and declared Temujin their Khan, their supreme leader. He took the name Genghis Khan, which means universal ruler. He was 44 years old. He had 25 years to build an empire. The clock was ticking. Segment 2. The Mongol war machine. The Mongol military wasn't just good, it was a technological revolution on horseback. Every Mongol warrior trained from age 3. By adulthood, they could shoot arrows accurately while riding at full gallop. They could survive on almost nothing, drinking horse blood mixed with milk when food ran out. Each Mongol soldier had 3 to 4 horses. They would rotate horses during campaigns, which meant Mongol armies could travel 180 miles in 3 days. Medieval European armies moved maybe 15 miles per day. The Mongols were literally 12 times faster. Their composite bows had a range of 350 yards, twice the range of English longbows. Mongol arrows could pierce armor at 200 yards. European knights in full-plate armor thought they were invincible. The Mongols turned them into pincushions from distances they couldn't even fight back from. But the real genius was their organization. The Mongols invented coordinated attacks across thousands of miles using a messenger system faster than anything until the telegraph. Generals would synchronize attacks on opposite sides of a continent. Enemies never saw it coming. Segment 3. Psychological warfare and terror. Genghis Khan understood something most conquerors didn't. Fear is cheaper than fighting. Before attacking a city, the Mongols would send ambassadors with a simple message: surrender now, and you'll be spared. Resist, and every single person in your city will die. Most rulers thought this was a bluff. It wasn't. When the city of Nishapur killed a Mongol ambassador, Genghis Khan's daughter personally oversaw the execution of 1.7 million people. They stacked the skulls in pyramids as a warning. But here's the genius. After Nishapur, dozens of cities surrendered without a fight. The Mongols had created a reputation so terrifying that they won battles without losing a single soldier. The Mongols also perfected the feigned retreat, one of the deadliest tactics in military history. They would charge at enemy lines, then suddenly turn and run away. The enemy would break formation to chase them, thinking they'd won. Then the Mongols would spin around and slaughter the scattered troops at the Battle of Kalka River in 1223. They used this tactic to destroy 80,000 Russian soldiers. European knights fell for it every single time. They couldn't believe that cowardly nomads would actually turn a retreat into a weapon. Segment 4. The secret weapon. Religious tolerance. Here's what made the Mongol Empire truly unstoppable. While medieval Europe was burning people for being the wrong kind of Christian, Genghis Khan guaranteed religious freedom to everyone. His own mother was a Nestorian Christian. His top advisors included Muslims, Buddhists, and shamans. The Mongol law code, the Yasa, made religious persecution punishable by death. Churches, mosques, and temples were all protected. When Mongol ambassadors told European kings about this policy, they thought it was witchcraft. How could an empire survive without forcing one religion on everyone? But that's exactly why the Mongols conquered half the world so fast. 0 religious rebellions. No holy wars draining resources. Just pure military efficiency. Genghis Khan also promoted based on merit, not bloodline. A shepherd could become a general if he was talented. Women could own property and divorce abusive husbands. The Mongols created the first international postal system, the Yam, with stations every 25 miles across 2 continents. These weren't just nice policies, they were strategic weapons. Religious tolerance meant conquered people didn't rebel. Meritocracy meant the best leaders rose to the top. The postal system meant information traveled faster than any enemy could react. Segment 5. Conquering the world. Between 1206 and 1227, the Mongols conquered more territory than Rome did in 400 years. Let me show you how fast this happened. 1211. Genghis Khan invades China. The Jin dynasty has millions of soldiers behind massive walls. The Mongols recruit Chinese engineers, learn siege warfare, and conquer northern China in just 3 years. 1219. The Khwarezmian Empire kills Mongol merchants and ambassadors. Big mistake. Genghis Khan personally leads 200,000 troops west. They destroy cities that took centuries to build. Samarkand falls in 5 days. Bukhara burns. Khwarezmian Shah flees and dies on an island, alone and broken. 1223. Mongol scouts reach Europe. At the Battle of Kalka River, they crush the largest Russian army ever assembled. European kings don't even know what hit them. 1227. Genghis Khan dies at age 65, possibly from injuries falling off a horse. But his empire doesn't stop. His sons and grandsons continue the conquest. By 1279, the Mongol Empire controls everything from Korea to Hungary, from Siberia to Vietnam. At its peak, the Mongol Empire governed 100 million people, a quarter of the world's population. The Silk Road became safe for the first time in centuries. A woman could walk from Baghdad to Beijing carrying gold and nobody would touch her. Segment 6. Why the empire fell. So if the Mongols were so unstoppable, why did their empire collapse? 3 reasons. First, succession wars. Genghis Khan's grandsons couldn't agree who should rule. The empire split into 4 separate khanates that eventually fought each other. Second, they conquered too much too fast. You can't effectively govern from Korea to Hungary with 13th century technology. Local rulers started ignoring orders from the distant capital. Third, they got soft. The Mongols who conquered China became Chinese. They adopted Chinese culture, stopped living on horses, and lost their military edge. Within 3 generations, the descendants of the greatest warriors in history were writing poetry and drinking tea in palaces. But here's what's crazy. The Mongol Empire collapsed, but its impact never did. The Mongols connected east and west for the first time. They spread gunpowder, printing, and paper money across continents, and he proved that religious tolerance and meritocracy could build empires, and it showed that speed and intelligence could defeat overwhelming numbers. The Mongol military tactics are still studied at West Point and Sandhurst today. Modern special forces use the same principles: mobility, surprise, psychological warfare, and coordinated attacks. The Mongols invented blitzkrieg 700 years before the Germans. Segment 7. The legacy. Genghis Khan died nearly 800 years ago, but his genetic legacy is staggering. But his real legacy isn't genetic. The Mongol Empire proved that a small group of disciplined, innovative warriors could defeat massive armies through superior tactics and strategy. They showed that diversity and tolerance could be weapons, not weaknesses. They connected civilizations that had never spoken to each other. Without the Mongols, Marco Polo never reaches China. The Renaissance never gets the Eastern knowledge that sparked it. The modern world looks completely different. Genghis Khan was brutal, possibly responsible for 40 million deaths, but he also created the first truly global empire. He proved that the old rules didn't matter. Bloodline didn't matter. Religion didn't matter. Only merit, loyalty, and innovation mattered. In 25 years, he went from a starving orphan to the ruler of half the world. No one in history has ever matched that. So what do you think? Was Genghis Khan a brutal tyrant or a visionary leader who changed the world? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you want to learn more about the warriors and empires that shaped our world, hit that subscribe button. We're recovering the stories that textbooks leave out, from African queens who defeated Rome to Viking warriors who reached America 500 years before Columbus. And if you enjoyed this deep dive into the Mongol Empire, check out our video on the Mongol queenmaker who ruled Asia, where we explore the Mongol Empire. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.